The road to 2022 is bound to be, or already is, rough and wild. Since day one of the election season, Filipinos witness how the campaign, once democracy at its finest, turns into some form of entertainment. And politicians who aspire to rule a country plagued by poverty gladly partaking in the circus of their own doing. In this manic race to power, it is not surprising that a handful of senatorial candidates appear in more than two slates under setting aside differences to put up a new image or just maybe their true face after all. As we inch closer to May 9, one might wonder, could this political spectacle get any better? Good evening, I'm Pia Hontiveros. Welcome to your weekly political appointment fix. Politics as usual, the tandem of Senator Ping Lacson and Senate President Tito Sotto setting the record straight on the inclusion of Senator Dick Gordon and former Vice President Jejomar Binay in their senatorial lineup. But why is there confusion? Well, let's begin by looking into each tandem's senatorial slate or lineup. And what we have here on the screen behind me is, the 2022 senatorial slates, and we're going to go one by one. No? We're going to go through the slates of Ping Lacson, Tito Sotto, Manny Pacquiao, Lito Atienza, Bongbong Marcos, Sara Duterte, Isko Moreno Dumagoso, Willie Ong, Leni Robredo, Kiko Pangilinan, and Walden de Guzman. And I'm sorry, not Walden de Guzman. I'm sorry, Leody de Guzman and Walden Bello. Sorry about that. Let's begin with the Lacson-Sotto slate. We're going to show you just the names on their senatorial slate. The Pacquiao Atienza senatorial slate, Marcos Duterte, Moreno Ong, Robredo Pangilinan, and the Leody de Guzman, Walden Bello slates. Now, under these, like I said, are a column of their senatorial candidates, and we're going to show you who are on not just one but multiple slates. In a way, talagang pinag-aagawan sila. So we're going to begin with Loren Legarda. Now, when I click on a name, you're going to see these names appear on in other columns in the same color background. So Loren Legarda, also in the Pacquiao Atienza slate and the Marcos Duterte slate. So pare-pareho lang ang kulay. Yun ang tingnan nyo na lang, okay, the colors. Also, JV Ejercito appearing in two slates. Cheese Escudero appearing in three slates, Herbert Bautista appearing in two slates, Sherwin Gatchalian in three slates, Joel Villanueva in three slates, Gregorio Onasan in two, Mig Zubiri in four, Raffy Tulfo, who is leading in the surveys, in the latest Pulse Asia survey specifically, appearing in two slates, Richard or Dick Gordon in three slates, and Jojo Binay in three slates. Now, we'd also like to show you the Robredo, Pangilinan, and the De Guzman Bello slates that have four common candidates, and that would be Hontiveros, De Lima, Matula, and Diokno, Chel Diokno, appearing in both these slates. Now, we just want to show you how some of these slates are nag-overlap or overlapping. And I did mention Mig Zubiri a while ago. Siya na yung parang naka-jackpot because he appears on four slates, Miguel Mig Zubiri. Now, our correspondent, George Quiles, is going to share with us the latest on the Lacson-Sotto senatorial bets. George, what went wrong and are we going to go right already?
Well, Pia, as far as presidential candidate Senator Panfilo Lacson is concerned, former Vice President Jejomar Binay and Senator Richard Gordon are still part of their senatorial slate. Lacson says Binay and Gordon are true to their gentleman's agreement that they will not endorse their rival candidates. But Vice Presidential candidate Senate President Tito Sotto is singing a different tune, saying that they have yet to decide if they will endorse the senatorial bids of both Binay and Gordon. Sotto says there's no communication with the camp of Binay for some time now, while Gordon is active in joining campaign activities of Vice President Leni Robredo. If we are to follow Sotto's opinion on the matter, they are now endorsing 11 candidates. former PNP Chief Guillermo Eleazar, former Makati Representative Monsur del Rosario, ophthalmologist Dr. Miguita Padilla, former Agriculture Secretary Manny Piñol, former Senators J.B. Ejercito, Lauren Leganda, Chis Codero, and Gringo Onasan, Senators Mig Zubiri and Joel Villanueva, and broadcaster Rafi Tulfo. The duo initially endorsed 15 candidates, but as the campaign season kicked off last week, they withdrew their endorsement for Senator Win Gatchalian and former Quezon City Mayor Herbert Bautista. Both Gatchalian and Bautista are Soto's party mate in the Nationalist People's Coalition, both openly endorsed the Bongbong Marcos Sara tandem.
Ang sinasabi namin, we are endorsing a number of names for the senatorial slate. And later on, we have already trimmed it down. So as of now, officially, we are endorsing 11. Nagkataon lang na 11 pa lang sila ngayon, but we're endorsing them. Gusto namin silang maging mga senador, ang tingin namin magiging mga magaling sila. Ang maganda lang dito sa 11 na to, hindi sila committed sa kung sinong presidente or sinong vice-presidente. Hindi sila officially nagsasabi na ito ang aking presidente or aking vice-presidente. As a matter of fact, some of them have even announced that they are supporting Senator Lacson and myself.
Binay, in a statement, clarifies that he did not apply to be part of the Lacson-Sotto senatorial slate, but he is thankful for the endorsement. He said that he honors a gentleman's agreement. As regards to Senator Gordon, we have yet to get a word from him. Back to you, Pia.
Yeah, well, George, like you were saying, Jojo Binay, he is number 8 in the Pulse Asia survey. That's his ranking. And yeah, Binay, number 8. All right. And of course, you mentioned Herbert Bautista. He is number 15 so far with 26.8% in the latest Pulse Asia survey taken in late January. We're going to be speaking to him in the latter part of the show. Thank you very much, George Quiles there reporting. We'll be back after a quick break. Stay tuned. This is Politics as Usual. Welcome back. This is Politics as Usual. Our guest now, senatorial candidate Herbert Bautista, who appears in 2 senatorial slates, that of the Lacson-Sotto tandem and the Marcos-Duterte tandem. He is also, as he says, representing the Nationalist People's Coalition in the Marcos-Duterte slate. Former mayor of Quezon City, Herbert Bautista. Sir, thank you very much for joining us tonight. So, can you tell us, ano ba talaga? What is going on? You joined the Marcos Duterte senatorial slate at hindi ka naman daw pinapaalis ni Senator Ping and Tito Sen. So what is the real score?
Yeah, good evening sa mga nanonood sa atin ng pagkakataon po ito. October 8, nag-file ng candidacy. And then, I belong to the party ng Nationalist People's Coalition. And then as the pre-campaign moved forward, nung umandak na siya, somewhere around December, first week of December or second week of December, si Mayor Sara Duterte endorsed me to be part of the senatorial slate that she would like to endorse, like to support. So right then and there, sumulat kagad ako sa NPC leadership kay Chairman Tito Sotto, kay Senate President, at kay Senator Ping Lacson, informing them that I have been endorsed by no less than Vice Presidential candidate Sara Duterte. And then dapat may meeting kami ng January ng NPC to thresh things out. Unfortunately, hindi nangyari because of Omicron. And then as the days move forward, palapit na ng palapit yung Feb 8 para doon sa proclamation rally. Sumulat ako ngayon ulit kay Senator Tito Sotto at sa liderato ng NPC. At sabi ko doon na pwede ba akong maging representante ng NPC sa unit team ni Presidential candidate Bongbong Marcos and Vice Presidential candidate Sara Duterte. Total, 15 naman kami dyan sa Lacson-Sotto tandem. I'd like to note also that the Senator Lacson and Senator Tito Sotto or Senate President Tito Sotto, yung kanilang arrangement does not have a formal or official arrangement between two parties where they do belong. No? So parang okay, kung 15 naman kami dyan, nagpapaalam po ako sa Nationalist People's Coalition kung pwede bang dito naman sa Uniteam, dito ako magre-represent ng NPC. Unfortunately, hindi sila sumagot kagad dahil lahat naman busy na for the proclamation rally. Kaya, I went there and I decided to really officially join si Senator Bongbong Marcos for president and Mayor Sara Duterte for vice president.
And that's why, like you said, you just went ahead and joined the Feb 8 proclamation rally at Philippine Arena. So, hindi ka na, in other words, you have formally withdrawn from the slate of Ping and Tito Sen.
Yes, because the tone of my letter is if I will be allowed or kung pwede ba ako mag-represent ng party NPC dito sa Unity. Senator Lacson could not answer that directly because he's not part of the NPC. No less than Senator Tito Sotto, the Senate President, chairman namin, should be the one to answer that. So, ako naman, I think this is one of the reasons why there is may mga common candidates ang lahat ng mga tandems or coalitions. It's because of the flow, yung hindi magandang sitwasyon ng political party system natin dito sa ating bansa.
Hindi magandang sistema, pero I mean, wala naman talagang, what else is new? No one takes political parties seriously in this country. Least of all, kayong mga politiko, hindi ba? I mean, that's the reason why so many of you just jump from party to party. And, I mean, what makes one party different from another? Do you agree?
Yeah, pag sinabi mo nung araw, 1935 or at least pre-martial law, pag sinabi mong Liberal Party or Nationalista Party, malinaw na malinaw yung party lines doon. Pati yung mga prinsipyo, pati yung kanilang mga plataforma de gobyerno, malinaw yun. Both martial law and 1986, 1987 Constitution, medyo lumaki yun. Lumawak na yung kaguluhan dyan because of the fact that multi-party system tayo with the idea at that time na magkakaroon tayo ng parliament. But unfortunately, dun sa Constitutional Commission, sa convention, nanaigang multi-party for supposed to be parliamentary or unicameral, but eventually ang naaprubahan ay yung bicameral system natin. Na I think medyo malabo mangyari magkaroon ng multi-party sa isang bicameral system.
Hindi lang multi-party system because every election, depende sa kung sino yung manalong presidente, yung partido niya ang magiging ruling party and therefore everybody jumps over, right? To his party. Right? And we've seen that happen every election. Anyway, Mayor Herbert Bautista, we're going to continue this discussion in just a bit. We just need to take a very quick break. More from former Mayor and senatorial candidate Herbert Bautista in just a bit. This is Politics as Usual. We're on our final stretch, still with our senatorial candidate Herbert Bautista, who is a three-term mayor of Quezon City. Mayor Bautista, thank you very much again for staying with us on the show here in Politics as Usual. Kanina pinag-usapan natin yung multi-party system, bicameral Congress, at nagiging problema talaga ito. And that's why also you have so many people running for president, and therefore ang daming pinag-aagawan na mga senatorial candidates. So ano dapat ba talaga ang solusyon dito as far as you're concerned?
Well, I think pwede naman i-supplement yan that, without actually changing the Constitution, a law can be passed to supplement it. Para iklaro lang, no? Na okay, pagdating sa unang political party system, ayusin. Because that's the start of a democracy. Ano muna yung political party, ano yung principles niya, ano yung mga dapat niya gawin. And then, eventually, supplement din natin siguro yung mga qualifications. Pagka-presidente, minimum requirement yung nasa Constitution, pero meron din batas na nagsasabi na ito naman yung mga iba pang mga requirements for president, vice president, for senators, etc. etc. So para talagang klarong-klaro kung ano talaga at sino mga qualified na kandidato.
Requirements? What do you mean? Dagdagan natin yung requirements for president and VP?
Lahat siguro, lahat para sa akin. Dahil mahirap naman kasi alam mo yung kinopya lang natin yan sa 1935 Constitution, yung able to read and write, yung kailangan 40 years old ka, kailangan ganito ka, 10 years kang resident. I mean, kinopya lang natin yun sa earlier. Iba na yung condition ngayon sa Pilipinas eh. 21st century na ito, marami na nakapagtapos actually. Even if you look at the provinces, yung mga naunang mga ninuno ng mga political families mga aral na rin ngayon, no? Yung mga qualified na rin talaga. At saka iba na rin ang perspective ng kanilang governance at paningin sa politika.
Yeah.
No?
So what specific additional requirements should we have for president, for example?
Ano no?
What specific additional requirements should we have for a presidential candidate?
Well, I think si Senator the late Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago added a qualification for presidential candidate, 'di ba? Parang ang parang reasoning pa nga nun, kapag ikaw ay kukuha ng NBI trabaho, kailangan meron kang qualification, di ba? Meron kang maraming permit, maraming professional clearances or licenses, di ba? So I guess Congress can do something about it, supplementing what is written.
Right now, Mayor Herbert, you are number 15 in the latest Pulse Asia survey that was done in late January, late last month. Number 15 with 26.8%, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
in this survey, within striking distance, of course, of the top 12. What would you attribute this ranking to?
Well, I guess I've been president of the League of Cities of the Philippines. That's about a 3-year term. I've been president of the National Movement of Young Legislators. I've been regional president of NMYL, for Vice Mayor's League. I've not done the rounds all over the country. I attribute that also to perhaps my accomplishment in Quezon City as mayor from 2010 to 2019. And my legislative work in Quezon City, like siguro mga 12 years na vice mayor and 6 years na konsehal, pati konsehal ng kabataan. No? So naikot ko na yung, alam na ng mga tao siguro yung aking background. So yun, and then
Nakalimutan mo yung showbiz.
tayong first degree, isa sa UP, tsaka isa sa National Defense College of the Philippines. So, lagay ko, malaking bagay po yun.
Yung showbiz. Diba?
Factor yun. Malaking factor yun. Mamaya may surprise ako sa iyo. Pero,
Oh, let's save it for last. Let's save it for last. Okay. Pero right now, Mayor, you are in up north because you have a sortie in Ilocos Norte tomorrow, right? Can you talk about that just for a while?
meron kaming motorcade and rally sa, we'll start in Pagudpod in Ilocos Norte and then down to Paway for the meeting with the mayors and of course a rally sa gabi. And then kinabukasan punta kami ng Ilocos Sur, hosted by former Governor and now Mayor Chavit Singson. And then down the line, papuntang Pangasinan, hanggang makarating kami ng Zambales, Bataan, Pampanga, and back to Metro Manila.
Do you think you're going to make it? Kanina pinag-usapan natin yung survey sa number 15. Do you think you're going to make it?
Well, ang sa akin naman, I'm offering myself. Inaalay ko yung aking sarili sa serbisyo. Hindi, tapos na yung aking chapter sa local governance for about 30 or 33 years in Quezon City Service. I'd like to offer myself as an alternative. Bagong muka sa bagong Senado 2022. So yun yung aking inaalok. May karanasan, meron naman tinapos, artista.
Artista na
gwapo.
naman. Okay. Mayor Herbert, in this Zoom age, one of the things people ask is, hindi lang yung, can you hear me? It's also, what are you wearing, di ba? And,
Yes.
well, you are in your hotel room, no? And, of course, ang ganda ng top mo, no? Pero, kanina nga I was asking, before the show started, ano bang suit mo sa baba?
Pakita ko.
Sige, tingnan natin kung tataas ang ranking mo sa survey or bababa. Sige. Okay. Naka-shorts talaga. At tsinelas. Okay. And my final question, Mayor Herbert Bautista, running for senator with the Marcos Duterte tandem. You turn 54 3 days after the May 9 elections, correct?
Yes.
And you are hoping that you will make it.
Well, with everybody's help and prayers, yes.
Okay, final words?
Thank you, Pia, for the opportunity. And, I'm offering myself, inaalay ko po yung sarili ko sa serbisyo ng ating bansa bilang senador. Kandidato po ako, senador, number 8 po under Uniteam, under presidential candidate Bongbong Marcos and vice presidential candidate Sara Duterte. Maraming salamat po sa kanilang dalawa dahil sila po yung nagtiwala sa aking kakayahan. Hindi po ito yung pagpili na, sige, para maalis natin siya sa Quezon City at hindi para magkagulo na ron. Hindi po. Ito po ay kinuha nila ako dahil naniniwala sila sa akin.
At may isa pang pahabol na tanong pala, Mayor Herbert, no? Do you agree with the decision of Senator Marcos na hindi siya lalahok sa mga debate? Halimbawa, yung our own debate, Feb 27, CNN Philippines, hindi siya pupunta. Hindi rin siya sumipot doon sa Jessica So interviews ng GMA. Hindi siya pumunta sa KVP's Presidential Forum. Do you agree with that? Tama ba yan? Tama ba yung strategy na yan? Kumbaga, is it the less talk, less mistake? Number 1 na siya, protect the lead. Therefore, huwag ka na lang magsalita, huwag ka na makipag-away sa mga karibal mo.
Well, siyempre ako, I don't agree sa ganung strategy. Pero kasi marami ng platform para pwede niyang sabihin yung lahat ng gusto niya, yung mga balak niya in detail because of social media. No? So I guess that is his option as a candidate. Option niyang umattend, option niyang hindi umattend. No? So nasa kanyang diskarte yan kung paano. And I think it's a very effective so far because he has maintained his ranking as number 1 with 64% in the surveys.
Herbert Bautista, former Quezon City Mayor for 3 terms, a senatorial candidate on the Marcos Duterte tandem senatorial slate, and also so far number 15 in the latest Pulse Asia survey rankings. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, sir. We've been told before, don't talk politics at the dinner table or the family reunion or in Viber groups and risk digital warfare, but we can talk about it here at this table on this show, your weekly political appointment fix, politics as usual. I'm Pia Hontiveros. See you back here next Tuesday, 8:30 p.m.